Welcome, folks. Welcome, my folks, to another edition of the Freddie Mac and T-Bug Show. We are action-packed as always. T-Bug, what it do, my boy?
Hey, man, just enjoying the day. Hey, trying to stay dry, man. It's been raining. But overall, man, the weekend of games was awesome. I'm very, very excited about the show and what you are bringing that heat. Like the Kansas City Chiefs brought that heat yesterday, too.
Man, Kansas City Chiefs are, man, listen, Patrick, it's hard to fan, but Patrick Mahomes is getting better. They did take a big blow, but they lost Rice to an ACL injury, so that's gonna put a little damper on their what they can do on offense now.
Look, adding to that, what we talked about last week, is it the system or is it the player, right? Well, what I see in the Chiefs, as bad as they struggled the first half, the system that Andy has implemented with Patrick Mahomes, one of the all-time greats already,
Kelsey,
find a way, man. They struggle, and then you like, oh my gosh, you're holding your breath because you like in a minute they're gonna get it going with who they gonna throw it to. It really doesn't matter.
Kelsey, they got Kelsey still now.
And Kelsey they ain't been throwing to Kelsey.
He's been off to a slow start. To me, it looked like he was a little bit out of shape. You seen his body? I was like, ugh, that don't look like Kelsey of old.
World, and you would one of the most popular person in the world right now, entertainer. You gonna have a good time.
Yeah, he look chubby right now. He don't look. He look like he can do a few sit-ups and push-ups.
We'll get into it, man. Let's get into this action, man.
Let's get into it, man.
I want to ask you, did you see the Alabama-Georgia game, dog? And what are your thoughts?
That's probably one of the top-rated games in college football history as far as rating. What a game, man. Listen, Alabama came out in the first half, punched them in the mouth. Then I think they got a little bit conservative in the second half. Wasn't running the ball as much, wasn't using Milrose like they were in the first half. But how about the young 17-year-old Buck? The deuce is loose.
The deuce is loose. That's what happened.
Man, that dude is something special, man.
Hey, the young man is a superior athlete, obviously, 17. Should be in high school doing that.
But he classed up.
Classed up.
You know, most people classed down. This dude classed up.
He's like, hey, man, I'm tired of tearing these cats up my age. I'm about to go and get to the old cats.
and giving it to him. Hey, but I got to give Georgia a lot of credit. That's what great teams do. They played like crap in the first half. That quarterback, he was so rattled. He was so rattled in the first half, but the second half, he settled down. That defense started playing the way we know Georgia defense can play. And they took it to Alabama, to be honest. They kicked the Alabama butt in the second half. But, you know, Milrose and the Deuce
got loose.
Stepped up when it was game time.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. They are a great team. They're a bunch of champions, man. And so you're not just going to run over the champion the entire time. Right. And I give Alabama a lot of credit when they did tie the game up. Then the coach had the wherewithal to say, you know what, we got to get back going.
We got to go. We got to get back. What got us there?
Normally that doesn't happen. So that's why I was very, very impressed with Alabama that they knew they had to get going again, and they did, and they got that dub.
You know, coming from Washington, he was high-powered anyway, you know, with Penix Jr. Remember, they throw that ball around like crazy, and to have a running quarterback like Milrose, who's just a glorified running back with a strong arm, you know, like that dude, hey, he's come a long way, man.
I'm about to say he is turning into this complete player, right?
Yes.
Say he was a runner trying to throw. Well, what I saw last week was somebody that can beat you through air, and he can beat you on land.
How about Billy O'Brien saying that he's not a quarterback? He should go to the wide receiver room. I think he stuck his foot in his mouth right about now, Coach O'Brien. Sometimes you just got to be quiet.
100%. How about and coach some guys and let them develop, man. That's why. And this is one of my questions to you later on. I'm gonna get to right now, right? They always holding the players accountable and like, hey man, if you don't get it done, you're gonna get benched. You're gonna do all. Well, we had a firing of a offensive coordinator from Purdue. You got a head coach at Purdue that's holding his coaches accountable,
right?
Not through lip service, but through action. I really like that because that's how it should be for everybody, not just the players, but the coach.
I think Purdue a pretty prestigious university, and I think the alumni and the boosters say, "Hey, man, we need to change." You know what I mean? Athletic directors saying we need to change. These kids aren't buying into the system. What he's preaching. Let's go in a different direction. So he had to do what he had to do. So I think more gonna come.
Oh, it should be tremendous. It should be a lot more because if you holding the assistant coaches accountable, like they hold the head coach accountable, then you'll have more of that.
It's buddy system, no Buck. It's buddy. I gotta look out for my buddy. You know that. That's how it's been that way forever.
So that was one of them. Now the next question for you, man. We just talked about that. Heisman. Your top 2 or 3 Heisman, man. If you have 3, if you only have 2,
wow. Well, my top 2 right now is Travis Hunter, number 1, and Jaden Milroe, number 2. That's my top 2 right now.
Well, I got it the other way. Jalen Milroe is 1, Travis is 2. And you got a running back that's having a great year right now. But those 2 guys,
Boise State, he balling out. Yeah,
have been doing it for the last 2 years against obviously the top competition in the country, right? So that's why I have those.
Well, more Milroe than Travis Hunter, right?
Well, they done made it to a quarterback thing. If you're going off production and value to your team,
how can you look past Travis Hunter?
Travis Hunter would be at the top. Then I got to tip my hat off to my man Deion because
prime time.
The reason I say tip my hat to Deion because he's the head coach and he is allowed Travis to be Travis.
Blossom, let him blossom.
You get some coaches, which is in history, like, nah, you're gonna play this, or you're gonna play that, or you're gonna do this a little bit. Don't do that.
Deion was a 2-way player, so he gets it.
Well, not like this. And during the week, when Travis plays on Saturday, he doesn't step back on the field till I think Tuesday evening.
Wednesday. He take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Yeah.
Now you tell me what coach. I know my coach would. They're like, you don't practice. You
ain't playing. Right.
You're like, coach, I just played 100 snaps. What are you talking about?
But he's a special player, though. You got to, you know how Jimmy Johnson say, hey, you get treated accordingly. Everybody can't be treated like Dan Marino.
But what I'm saying, and he didn't treat Dan Marino very well either. So I'm just saying.
He did?
No, he did not.
Oh, man.
What I'm saying to you is if a coach, I'm going to do my personal experience. If my coach would have treated me like that, I would have made more plays. I remember I had a high sprained ankle. I got a high ankle 1 year in college against Virginia Tech. And we was playing Miami the following week. And I was told, now I'm All-American. You got to practice at least twice this week to play in the game.
That was Jimmy Johnson rule, though. That was Bobby Bowden rule.
This was
Bobby Bowden rule. The Bobby Bowden rule.
So I'm out there limping. Instead of saying, hey, man, we know what you're going to do. We know you're going to be ready. We want you to play on Saturday, right? Get you guys to the game, and you're going to be fine. So I'm out there limping. I limped for during there 4 weeks because, I had to practice. I played. I didn't take no time off. Like the guys right now, man, you get a sprained ankle, they taking 3-4 weeks off.
They be in on IR now. He come back. You come back off IR. It's a different world we live in now.
And I'm one of them old heads, man, that I appreciate the way they treat guys now because you want to make a career out of it. You want to give your best, put your best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, I seen a guy get hurt. They rush him back. He playing out there with a big brace on, and he don't look the same. And they don't give you but 2-3 weeks, and then they cut you. And it's like, man, that's so unfair, man. So,
but it's a business. You know that it's a business, man. Back in the day, they used that as intimidation. Have somebody trying out for your job on Monday and Tuesday.
Why? Hey, Right when you practicing, they got them working out over there on the next field.
hoping you look over there. Hey, that was messed up, boy. That was so
they
messed
said
up.
good old days. There weren't no good old days, man. We had to just deal with it.
Hey, Buck, so listen, I got some good stuff going on out in Seattle. With Mike Macdonald, what he's doing with that program. You know, he came for the Baltimore Ravens. He was the defensive coordinator for the Ravens.
Yes.
And he's doing a hell of a job. Geno Smith is out there balling. DK Metcalf, the running game is coming together. Dude, I think they might tonight is going to be a tell-all against the Lions defense.
Absolutely, two good teams. This is a measuring stick game, I call, right?
Yeah.
You got the guys. You got, like you said, in Seattle, man. They all on one page, right? That's the mark of when they say cultural building. That's all culture means. One heartbeat, one goal, the same step. We stepping right.
New England is fine.
In the midst of that, what you forget, you get you a couple ball players too, right?
Yes.
A couple ball players. Geno is playing at an all-pro level. All of a sudden, you're gonna win them close ball games. All of a sudden, one win turn into 2-2. Before you know, you don't want 8-9 ball games. You in the playoff, and here we go.
Man, what you talking? Hey, Buck. So let's go back to the coaching. Do you think any coaches are on the hot seat right now in the pros?
Oh man!
After the first quarter of the season,
man, it should be.
It's Callahan. They ain't gonna fire Callahan. They just hired him from the Tennessee Titans. They're not gonna fire him.
Hey man, they fired you.
Yeah, they did.
From Denver, they fired the guy from Arizona. Why wouldn't it? It's all about how you look. What's the presentation, right? As a former coach, as a coach, I should say, it's all you getting better every week. As you look at the Titans, now I have not watched every week, every game of the Titans, but I don't see them getting any better. And that's a decision the management has to make.
Is it the quarterback? Is it the line? What is it?
It might be a whole combination, right? It might be what's the practice schedule, right? What's the environment? It goes back to that culture. Are we presenting a culture of winning, learning, and what are our expectations?
What are our expectations?
Our expectations were let's build this thing from the ground up with fundamentals, teaching, learning what is the game of football about, putting our top players in position to win or to make plays that will equal winning. It's Tennessee doing that. So,
but Jacksonville Jaguars, their expectation was extremely high.
I would say
Doug Peterson is a good football coach.
I would say on the hot seat, I would say Jacksonville because you got
Doug Peterson already.
He's been there 2 years. He got his guys. They uprooted. Done that. Seemed like half of their team. You gave your
third year, ain't it? This third year.
270. He's supposed to be franchise guy. You got Kirk. You went out and got a receiver. You got some line. They got players.
Yeah.
You got a running back, first round running back, quarterback, receiver, 2 receivers.
Oh, lineman. Yep. D-line.
Your defense is freaking balling. So what's the issue?
So would you put him on the hot seat? That's the question. Or do you stick by him?
Absolutely. I'll put him on the hot seat. I'll put him on the hot seat. What
about down in Miami with McDaniel?
I wouldn't put
without the quarterback Tua.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him on a hot seat yet because of Tua. I would put probably the management on hot seat because Tua had 3 concussions last year, right?
And in college.
And you're gonna go out here, had a hip in college, and you don't go get Jameis Winston. You don't
a good quality backup,
yeah, just to make sure that if something happens, there was probably 30% chance he was gonna get another one.
Yes.
You rolling out there,
man. We are on the same page with that, but that was management. They thought Skylar, whatever his name, Skylar Thompson was the answer. He ain't never been the answer. Yeah, he ain't never been the answer.
No way they could have thought that. But hey, man,
they traded for Tyler Huntley though. They got Tyler Huntley, and he's starting tonight, bro.
So he gonna show them what they should have did before, because he
Right.
only been there 1 week. He gonna show them, if y'all would have came and did this in the preseason,
how much better I would have been.
We wouldn't have skipped the beat.
Right. I think he's gonna do. They play tonight too. You know that they got to get.
Yeah.
Hey, they play tonight, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he does in this Miami system. He got some receivers. He got some weapons now, so he could be scary.
He could do two things. We talked about Jalen Milroe. He can beat you. He got a nice arm. He got nice touch, but he also got some legs.
Yes.
And what they do, creating
he's tough.
And he's a good player. Now he ain't a great player, but he's a good player.
He's a solid. Yeah, I think he'll a solid backup at this moment right now.
But this is what happens. If you watch the Giants game with Daniels, right? They talking about being the management of the game. Can he throw the speed out? Can he throw the curls? Can he hand it off? And then can he scramble when it gets tight in there and make a first down? Yes.
Can he throw the deep ball too? Can he throw the deep ball? That's important too, man.
To me, this is my opinion on the deep ball. It's when they throw it. You know, there's only a couple guys that can hold that ball and throw it 75, 80 yards. The deep ball is thrown when he gets open at about 40 yards. Can you throw it 60 yards on a line? Can you hit your spot in that 55 to 60 yard area? And I think every quarterback in the NFL can do that.
I think so too. They better be able to.
Do they have the mind? Which obviously, no, not everybody has the mind.
But on to the next question. Hey, I want to ask you, who's your top 2 first quarter MVP? You know what I mean? First quarter, they break down in 4 quarters of the season.
Yes.
Who's your first quarter MVP this year so far?
Oh man, last night number 1 was Josh Allen the last night.
The last night, yeah.
Shoot, man, I would still put Josh Allen up there, and believe it or not, the other one I would put is Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, okay. I can go with Lamar. What about Derrick Henry? What about Sam Darnold? Hey, what about Jaden Daniels, who got the highest completion percentage of any rookie in the history of NFL? What about them?
I can add. We can put a 3-way slash. I would put Sam Darnold up there. I would put Jaden Daniels yet, but he's climbing.
Okay.
I can see Sam Darnold better. I like that. Derrick Henry. I need.
Lead the league in rushing, averaging 6 yards a carry, almost 500 yards. Hey, watch out.
Some good storylines. Some good, very good storylines. What do you think?
I think so too.
Who you like? You like those guys?
I told you I like Sam Darnold be my first, because where he came from and what he had to go through, it's been quite impressive, man, and what he's doing, man. Yeah. If you watch him play, you probably need to watch the dude play. He playing with so much confidence right now, bro.
I saw him yesterday.
He got Justin Jefferson to catch that rock. He got a tight end. He got a good running game. Tell you, they pretty solid. They gonna be, and their defense is balling, flying around. Yeah. How you want a defense to play? So if they can stay healthy, I'm telling you, they one of my dark horses to definitely make the playoffs, but make it deeper, maybe go deep in the playoffs.
And you just added something. I want to ask you this too. You mentioned their defense. Brian Flores is over there, right? You think he should get another shot to be a head coach?
Of course.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. They gave Josh McDaniels 19 tries. So there you go. Of course they should give him another chance. I mean, he got that defense in Minnesota flying around. And it was an unfortunate situation down in Miami, but definitely he had them playing hard and they believed in him. So he definitely deserved another chance, just like Raheem Morris for the Falcons. Like everybody deserves a second chance. They've been circling. They've been circling around for a long time, Buck, in the NFL. You know. So,
yes, they have.
What about Spags? Do Spags deserve another chance? You know, Spagnuolo for the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs.
I think
he's been a head coach already.
I think two is enough. That's why I say Brian. I would go with Brian. sometimes you just are a coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Once you've been given the opportunity, he's obviously a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He's doing a tremendous job with the Chiefs, but get the younger guys opportunity. So
yes, Spags time has passed. The game has become younger, and but hey, right, keep getting them Super Bowl Spags.
Yes.
Keep getting them Super Bowl Spags. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. But all right, man. Until next time, folks. Great show. Next week, folks, we're gonna have Slash Cordell Stewart on.
Cordell is that?
Have my boy on, Stu.
The Slash. The Slash.
Slash, we about to have you on, bro. Get ready.
Tell him he in the B group, though, on the golf course. You're in the B group. You the Slash.
He's still in the B group. Yes, he is. He in the B group. He's still
on the golf course.
He's still in the dugout. He's still in the go kart.
We'll call
folks,
you.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, I'll see you later. We love you. Peace.
On the friend.